I would have never thought that I would be the adult that needed to catch their soaps every day. But now that we have Beyond the Gates, a new, predominantly black daytime soap opera premiering on CBS and also streaming on Paramount Plus, your girl is now on board. And listen, my lore as it pertains to daytime soaps runs very, very long, y'all. My mama named me after Erica Kane. Yes, my name is Erica because my mom's favorite person in the whole wide world in college and growing up was Erica Kane. The lady recorded every last one of all my children. She did not play about that lady, so much so that she named her daughter after her. But I also grew up with her watching General Hospital. Like I said, All My Children, Guiding Light, The Young and the Restless, and now we're in a resurgence, or renaissance, if you will, with the premiere of Beyond the Gates on CBS. I watched the first episode and we're going to go ahead and break it down, and I will be watching every new episode each weekday because we get new episodes every weekday. And not me in my daytime soap era. What's good, y'all? It's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV, as I mentioned, with a Beyond the Gates review. I also will be putting up written reviews on the website, ericavane.com. So if you want to go ahead and read and catch up and make sure you ain't miss anything, I'm going to work to make sure I keep that going. So that's there for you guys in reference. Now, Beyond the Gates premieres 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central, every single weekday, Monday through Friday, again on CBS. And I believe it will be streaming on Paramount Plus later on that night if you miss it. Because, you know, we don't have the VCRs no more that we can go ahead and set to tape our soaps. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this first episode, which I thought was really, really good. It is 100% the setup episode. It is the episode that helps orient us not only to the world of Fairmont Crest, but also to all of the most of the characters, the main characters that we needed to know in coming into this world. Now, I'm going to read the description of the show real quick and then give you the synopsis of the episode and then tell y'all what I think. So, Beyond the Gates is set in one of the most affluent African-American counties in the United States. You'll find a posh gated community with winding tree-lined streets and luxurious mansions to call home. At the center of the community are the Duprees, a powerful and prestigious multi-generational family that is the very definition of Black royalty. But behind these pristine walls and lush manicured gardens are juicy secrets and scandals waiting to be uncovered. And scandals, yes, because we first dive into episode 1 having to deal with Dani Dupree's very real rage, very real frustration, very real anger because her goofy ass ex-husband decided to run off with her eldest daughter's best friend / his paralegal. Yeah. Now the synopsis for the episode says, the holiday season is upon us, and in the spirits of scandals, backstabbing, grudges, and family drama, CBS brings you the first look at the new scintillating daytime drama series Beyond the Gates. Wait, is that the synopsis? That's what it say, y'all, on IMDb. They don't give us a ton, but I guess they can't tell us a ton without revealing too much. Like I said, I really enjoyed this first episode. Just Dani alone got me hooked because yes, and her handing out hands and feet, I'm 100% for it because Haley was prancing around this whole entire episode like, oh my God, I'm just going to be so positive and it's fine. I know I took your husband. I know I'm moving into your neighborhood. I know I'm trying to be you. I know that I was completely inappropriate, but can't we just get over it? Can't we just move forward? Can't you just like accept me? No, ho, we can't accept you, but we got hands and feet. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right, Dani. I wanted to say give her another because you owe her a 2-piece. Honestly, you gave her a 1-piece, but you really had owed her a 2-piece out this joint. Because what do you mean? Not only are you marrying this woman's husband, but you moving into a neighborhood that her family built 80 some odd years out of the Civil War. And we seen a resurgence, a growth of Black wealth and establishing Black communities. Fairmont, yes, became one of those communities built off the back of her damn ancestors. And you gonna prance your little hoe ass all up and through? You couldn't even just take her husband and go elsewhere like she said. You couldn't take her husband, her lying, cheating, philandering ass husband, and go find another community to colonize. Oh yeah, you gonna catch all these hands, feet, words. I was surprised that Naomi didn't give her one. Like maybe the mama, was going to get the first one, and then the other set of the 2-piece was going to come from the eldest daughter, who was your best friend. It seems to me, which is not fully clear. I haven't gotten all the episodes, y'all, but I only watched episode 1. So a lot of this is going to be me kind of like speculating and projecting into the future. It seems to me like Naomi might be responsible for Haley coming into the family or being acclimated the way that she was, because Dani talks about how they took the girl in and we felt bad for the poor orphan girl. And when she was talking about that, I was like, oh, okay, Dani's getting a little elitist, honey. Calm down. But then we learned that Haley was actually Naomi's best friend. So it feels like Naomi actually met her and then took a liking to her. And then maybe the family felt bad for Haley not having a family, not having money, not having certain things. Which ultimately, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a plot all along, because she saw this communities, affluent communities behind the gates, and she wanted to get her back there. She found the easiest way in. And once she found Naomi, then she worked her the damn daddy, who also has no sexual discipline, because they talked about how he had been cheating. And Dani, girl, I'm sorry, honey, but it was never going to work. You talking about he had been cheating before, but at least he didn't bring it home and it wasn't all up in your face. No, ma'am. Y'all needed to go ahead and get that divorce the first time that he cheated, not the most public, popular time that he cheated. Not the time that he cheated and decided to bring it home and then buy the house in Fairmont Crest down the street from you. Yeah, all them other times that you let the cheating slide, that is kind of what led to this. He was always going to be raggedy. He was always a trifling Negro. But ma'am, you looking the other way for all the other cheating? It kind of sets you up, because the man just seemed like he was trying to do the embarrassment ass Olympics, the humiliation Olympics. How far could he go with Dani? Because she didn't care when I was, taking work trips and cheating. She didn't care when I was smashing the girl 2 towns over. She didn't care when I was smashing people outside the gates. So now the only other place for him to go is inside the gates, honey. It's not your fault, but I'm just saying, ladies, the first time this nigga cheat, it's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. Now, aside from Dani, we get to meet much of the current Dupree lineage, led by Anita Dupree and Vernon Dupree, who are the matriarch and patriarch of this family, respectively. And then their kids are Dani Dupree. Dani's name is Danielle, but they pretty much call her Dani. And then her sister, Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson, who is married, apparently, to some amazing man who just loves her down and would never decide to cheat on her. And I got up for a second, y'all, so I might have missed it, but I don't think we meet her actual husband in this episode. But I could be wrong. We meet her sons. Her interesting sons, specifically interesting sons being Andre about to set my soul ablaze, and I can already feel it. But her sons are Brandon is his real name, Martin Richardson, played by Brandon Claybon, and then who we know from Tyler Perry universe, and then also Andre Richardson. So those are the grandkids to Vernon. And it seemed like Martin is moving in Vernon's footsteps. He's now a congressman. Vernon is a retired congressman. But when they meet up early on in the episode, Martin is talking about how he wants a little bit more. And we don't really get a full understanding of what that more could be, because he even says that he doesn't know what it actually is, but he knows that he wants it. So we might be watching him make a shift. We might be watching him break bad from what the path was that was laid out for him and what the family had hoped that he would do. He comes from the daughter who basically makes the family proud. She is the doctor. She's getting all types of awards. In this episode, her and Mrs. Dupree, so Nicole and Mrs. Dupree are sitting talking about her about to receive another award from Maryland's Board of Psychiatric People or something. I don't know the exact award, but she's about to get another award, and Mrs. Dupree is very excited about it and just says, you have always made us proud. And then when you juxtapose that to Dani, who was a model, gave up her fame and fortune in that regard to be a stay-at-home mom and a wife to Bill, Nicole and Dani kind of seem like night and day. So I wouldn't be surprised if Martin feels the pressure that comes by way of the pressure that her mom feels to be like the perfect child, the one who was walking the straight path, the one who was constantly being awarded things and in high regard and receiving high praise. Especially because when you look at Martin versus his brother Andre, pops up randomly at the hospital, all up in Ashley's face, sir. Andre gets to traipse around taking photos and doing whatever the hell he wants to do all over the world. Meanwhile, Martin is the congressman. I totally feel like we are getting the setup of a dynamic similar to what Nicole and Dani experienced within their household. Dani kind of is the baby that seems like she got to be able to do whatever she wanted. Meanwhile, Nicole had to make something of herself. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is about to repeat itself with Martin and Andre. Now, speaking of Ashley real quick, because it's very clear that Andre is interested in Ashley, but Ashley has a little doting husband or man at home, not husband. They're not married yet, I don't think. And he didn't put on an apron with his chesticles out and he making breakfast because he's proud of her being a nurse. I will say that their scenes felt very much so like overkill to me. Like, they spent so much time with this little white couple going back and forth and this man just saying, oh, I love you so much. And she just saying, oh, I love you so much. And oh, we just love each other so much. Come back from commercial. We still love you so much. Come back from commercial. Oh my God, I love you so much. And then she pops up at her first day at the hospital as a nurse. And I'm like, okay, we got it. Like, I pretty much got it the first time. But I guess y'all needed to go ahead and lay that groundwork because Andre's fine ass was coming. And he finna come hard, I fear. Now, speaking of other kids, Dani has 2 daughters while Nicole has seemingly 2 sons. And Dani's daughters are Naomi and Chelsea. Chelsea is basically Dani's trying to make her into Dani 2.0. So she is a model and an influencer with a ton of followers and living her best life. And Naomi is an attorney, I believe, and she's doing pretty well for herself as well. But she, again, is the point of entry for Haley. So she's struggling, one, with hating her father for actually doing this and putting her mom through so much emotional distress and basically like blowing up their family in this regard. And I think she's also suffering, which we don't hear her talk about, but I think she's also suffering with the losing of a best friend, which can be very, very, very hurtful, you know. Other characters that we get to see are Vanessa McBride, who is the real estate agent, and she's seemingly Dani's really close best friend, and she's not with the okay? She's picked her side. She's the one who gives the warning message to Haley when she hands over the keys to their new house, and I love this for her. I said, come on, allyship, because yes, just know that your life is going to be made to have been or be living hell here, and you chose this for yourself because nobody told you to be the hoe, nobody told you to be the trollop, nobody told you to do these downright dastardly deeds and then bring your ass to sit in the middle of the community that you did it in. Nobody told you to do any of that. Yeah, you're about to suffer and ain't nobody finna help you. And she kept it professional too, because she didn't reveal anything until the closing actually happened as it pertains to like the Duprees and her relationship with Dani. But then she also still had Dani's back when she was handing over the keys, and she ain't even have to do that. But I love that. So I'm already like, okay, Vanessa, I see you, boo. I see you. What else happened? Maybe Nicole's husband was in this episode, because he's listed on the IMDb in the first episode, but I got up for a second, so I didn't actually see every single scene. I'm gonna do better because I'm going to be watching today's episode live, hopefully. But again, overall, I really did enjoy this first episode. I'm excited for this new world. I tell you one thing, Timon from Queen Sugar, sir, he plays Bill Hamilton, and he always playing a damn cheater. And he do it so damn well. I want to like you in some of these damn shows, sir, but you coming in here being raggedy. I need you to get it together. But no, clearly you do it well, and we're about to watch you flaunt hailing all up and through this prestigious black community. And shout out to them setting it there. Like, I'm from Maryland, y'all know I'm from Baltimore, which is a little bit different because where they're basing the show, I feel like it's basically supposed to be like PG County, which is definitely not like Baltimore. Like, nah. But your girl spent a good amount of her college and grad school time frolicking all up and through DC because the club scenes was where it's at. And I got a couple of little crash courses in Pretty Girl County, PG County, and how they rock DC, the greater DC area. It's a vibe down there, and there's a ton of rich ass black folks down there, I tell you that. All right, y'all, let me know what you thought about this episode of Beyond the Gates. Are you going to be watching the show? If so, which storyline are you most interested in, or what are you excited for in general? Let's start the conversation in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so.